Origin Chess, UX, and this is Shri Ranker of the Universe. JonTron by channel JonTron Show. Yeah, okay. Shri Ranker. That was I guess some kind of an Indian guru type of guy on the thumbnails. I don't know. Is it about him? Shri? I don't know. Yeah. You know, I'm being an Indian. Let's hope I can know something about this and give input, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, JonTron is a great channel, I guess. You know, there is a many different type of things he covers. Right? Recently, just like go on a web and just check things. That's the type of video he's been, I guess, posting past two videos. And there was also an internet student one, right? There was two internet students with his channel as well, right? So those are great. And obviously, when he basically takes a topic and goes in depth and gives his take on it and goes over the top with all the editing and all the theatrics, that's even better. So I'm hoping this is one of those things. Like he's actually covering some topic rather than just talking about random things. But yeah, let's watch it. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe so I know which type of videos to react to more. I love JonTron. I think JonTron related. I've reacted quite a few JonTron videos. If you haven't seen them, I guess go to the link in the description on my channel and just search JonTron. You'll find it. And yeah, let's watch it.
Let me tell you something. When you view this vanilla ice cream cone, unbeknownst to you, you're viewing something that shares a common trait with all default web browsers. That's plainness, boringness. Nothing. Listen, when it comes to my digital browsing, I need something with a little more oomph, okay? Something in between Rocky Road and Baby Gaga breast milk ice cream. Definitely not all the way this way.
What is Rocky Road? I've tasted some Rocky Road ice cream and then some, I don't know what it was, a Rocky Road. Even some supplement was with the Rocky Road. I don't like that taste. I don't know why. Why do you like it? Like, or am I just eating shitty Rocky Roads? I don't know.
It's in between. What I'm asking for is in between. And that's exactly where Opera GX comes in, the sponsor of today's video. Let me introduce you to GX Mods. You thought browser customization just boiled down to choosing between light or dark themes? Ha! Opera GX has the ultimate custom experience. You see this? This right here is where the magic happens. Opera GX even made me my very own custom mod. Let's check it out. On the homepage, there's a nice custom wallpaper, and hovering over your favorite websites does this. When you open a tab, it and when you close one, yeah, they really did this, and this is official and real, and you can get it right now. You know what you did, Opera. You know what you've done. I don't forgive you. But my favorite is when you type. Just listen to that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of like one of the issues I would have with this browser. Because imagine, like, if I guess they're just assuming that gamers are gonna use this browser and they're gonna have headphones or something all the time. Somebody's using speakers and I guess have a decent voice. Every time they click something like what? Just how embarrassing that would be. Like anybody hears that in your house.
That is slimy yet satisfying. But John, switching browsers is a pain. I hear you whine. Well, never fear. The Opera GX import tool lets you import all your settings, bookmarks, and cookies from your previous browser. It's even compatible with all your favorite Chrome extensions, easy as 1, 2, 3. And also, if you use my special link in the description or the pinned comment to download Opera GX, you get an exclusive feature where you can see my 12 latest YouTube videos right in your GX corner. So, ditch the boring, get with the fun, click on my link and download Opera GX today. And just remember, this ain't your granny's browser. That was probably Netscape or something. This is Opera GX. John out.
John do realize that he just talked about Chrome and then he said this the boring. Chrome is owned by Google. YouTube is owned by Google. We can't know how petty Google's going to be. But I don't know. They need John, right?
Let's face it, the internet loves a good list, whether it be a top 10, a tier list, or Franz Liszt, the great Hungarian composer. But anyways, today I think I may have found the list to rule them all. That's right, this one's coming to you straight from internationally beloved yogic guru Sri Ravi Shankar. Now, if you aren't familiar with him, he's basically like a popular spiritual teacher who goes around dropping mystical wisdom such as this.
Never heard of him.
What makes you sad and upset?
If you are sad and upset, I too get upset and sad. That's a good
Deep.
question, yeah. Anything that you feel, you know, I feel everything that you feel, yeah.
Inspiring. I definitely...
Why does he say yeah in the end? What is he, Alan from WWE? That's just next level shit. Alright, never heard of him. I was hoping I would know, but I don't know. Let's still see. I don't know where this is going. Alright. Is he big in America or is it in India as well? I don't know. I've never heard of him.
Could have said that better myself. Now, coming from a less storied source, I might scoff, but seeing the many accolades that this man has collected over his life,
Honorary Order of the Yellow Star Raider, highest civilian award, honor of the city of Tampa, Florida, USA, but declared a day of happiness. Shit, holy human of the World Award. What does that even mean? Bestowed by the Academy of National Security of Russia. All right. Architect of World Peace Award. All right.
Time and the sizes of the audience he pulls, there's no way I'm not going to take notice. Indeed, when I saw these unseen beings can give fame, talent, wealth, and power drop in my sub box, okay, I had no choice but to stop what I was doing immediately and click. Basically, in this video, Mr. Ravi Shankar draws from his deep well of knowledge to essentially, how can I put this, rate the universe from least epic thing to most epic thing. And it's simply something that has to be experienced firsthand to be appreciated. So buckle up. Something of this magnitude only drops once or twice.
By the way, Shri Shri is just like a I don't know, like moniker. I don't know how to say that. Like how you say Mr. I think that's the closest thing, I guess, in English. Shri Shri. When you give some heavy respect to somebody, you add Shri to the front of the name. He had two of them apparently. Shri Shri Ravi Shankar. Okay.
In a lifetime. Give it to us, Shri Shri.
It's not his name. Shri Shri is not his name.
By spirit, by Brahman, yet in different degrees.
Okay, I think I'm following.
The stone has one unit of.
All right. If anybody that don't know, I guess Brahman is supposed to be this like a, I don't know, in Indian mythology, I guess, yeah, the ultimate being, like the universe itself, or somebody who created the universe, something like that. Basically, the being who created everything. I guess, you know how in Greek mythology there is like Uranus, it's supposed to be sky. I guess that's the closest thing. But I don't know, it's confusing because I think in Greek mythology, I think there's Uranus and there's like basically Earth there, which is Gaia, I think, if I remember correctly, right? And they're supposed to be equal because Greeks, obviously didn't know that Earth is a small thing compared to the universe. But I guess, yeah, Brahman is supposed to be the universe. And one thing I'll give, I guess Indian mythology is that somehow, like, this is older than the Greek mythology, and somehow they knew, like, there are actual texts, really old texts, 6,000-year-old text, which describes the universe being way too big and Earth being really small. So I guess they just guessed something and got it right. But yeah, that one thing when I learned that, it's like, oh, that's deep.
Life.
Now, I don't want to stop your flow too early here, but by what metric exactly are we going? Can I get a legend or a key? Just something to help me out? A rock has 1 unit of life. Like it's alive? Or frankly, something can have more than 1 unit of life? There's nothing more fundamental, molecules, quarks, whatever, that's fine. Rock is the basis, okay? We can move on from here. Let's go.
Stones have gender. Have you heard about it?
Well, let me just write this down for, wait. Sorry, you said what now?
There are male stones and there are female stones.
Sri, how you already getting more controversial? I'm just trying to sink in the unit of life thing. You're gonna bring out the birds and the bees and the rocks? Aye.
All the woke people are already battling like how many genders are there. They're like, no, there are 2 genders, there's many, and now he's gonna bring genders in stones. It's like, come on, man, you're killing us here, Shri. We can't even say how many genders humans have. You're gonna bring up genders for rocks?
I didn't even write anything on this.
The ancient people of every culture knew this.
Even Grug with his slope skull, he knows this one. He knows boy and girl rocks kiss when they like each other.
That is a culture.
And,
I mean, that's like space,
actually, we still don't know what happens after that.
Water has got 2 units of life.
Okay, water, that's 2.
And when there is fire,
Fire, strong, that's 3, I get it.
And in the air, 4 units.
Air.
All right, look, I get it if he means like life as in literally anything, something as atoms, like anything, like, sure, it has life, so rock has life, sure. Water, more complex, gives that, sure. Fire is literally combustion. It atomizes everything. How the fuck that has life? I guess in Indian mythology, fire is supposed to represent something big, right? So in that way, he's saying, I don't know.
That's everywhere. It's all over the place.
Space has 5 units.
A little early for space.
Trees have got 6 units of life.
Now, sorry, you said what now? Now, okay, hold on just a second here. Okay, I could buy that the rock and the fire and the air is below space, like the elements. But how is the tree above space? You need the space for the tree to be in.
I guess, I don't know. I guess he's talking about in live aspect. Like these are alive thing because they exist and they have things in it, but tree is literally alive, so I guess it's supposed to be higher. I don't know. Tree is literally breathing living thing. Because we are entering in the actual living thing area, so I guess it's higher than space. I don't know.
Space got shafted. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. The moon, yeah, I'd go. Horsehead Nebula, that's easy. Sorry, what? This? You want me to climb this? I may be a spaceman, but I'm not spaced, man.
People in that house like, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he wearing all this tin and everything?
I would say this reminds me of Andromeda second cluster, but that was easy. Like, what is this, birch? That's easier than the tree.
Yeah.
Dad, I'd be up there like, but this, fuck this. I ain't doing this.
Animals have got 7 units.
See, that's
Human beings have got 8.
Like I said, that's how he's going, right? I mean, obviously it's all bullshit, but I guess you can see the trend. Like non-living things, but just being there is like some unit of life, intensifying all the way to the space. But after space, actual living things gonna be higher, like trees and the animals, obviously, which is more complex, and then humans, apparently.
Units.
Was it more than human?
Take that, space fire, zebra, flamingo, leopard, and what is this, a gibbon? This is probably a gibbon, right? Get out of here, you 7-unit mammal.
Is that 9
Okay, so
unit?
we've officially found out where we stand. Us humans, we are at 8 units of life. And I guess all other animals combined are just on 7, but we're at 8, so all right. Personally, I don't feel 6 lives more than a water or 4 lives more than an air, but you know, that could just be my ignorance playing into it.
I guess it's talking about complexity, I
Let's
don't
keep
know.
going and see where it takes us.
Genius. Superhuman.
Oh, so they're more than human.
Plus only
Okay.
9 units.
So genius are different than humans, apparently. So Isaac Newton was not. We are pathetic. We are scum. Isaac Newton was completely different. He was way up. It's like completely different thing. Not even humans, apparently.
Wait, what? Superman? Sorry, I didn't realize Eastern mysticism dipped in and out of the DC universe. All right, we get it. Okay, Superman, he's great, he's buff, he's on number 9. I tell you what, put a little kryptonite on pillar 10.
By the way, how the fuck Superman is a genius? He's a Superman. He has, all birth-given ability. What makes him genius? I'm pretty sure there's nothing in the comics that says like his super ability also, I guess, goes to his being smart. Because if that was the case, like Lex Luthor wouldn't be able to do shit to him, right? So he's not smart. Come on.
And he'll be down below Win before you can say Lex Luthor. So if we could for a minute, let's just take stock of this chart here. I'm not sure what Superman has to do with this. I don't know if he means like Nietzsche's Superman, the Overman. I'm assuming
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
if he meant anything, it was probably something like that.
Those to do extra.
Yeah, but this is his video and he put actual Superman there, so he definitely doesn't talk about Nietzsche's one. He means literal comic book Superman because he put it there.
Extraordinary job.
Okay, so like extraordinary deeds, that's what I thought. So maybe he is talking about the Übermensch after all, which can be translated from German to basically mean Superman.
It need
Superman,
not
yeah.
be all positive. Because Hitler, someone who does things which are inhuman in both sense. I've got more units of 9 units.
Rank 9 is clearly for achievers, all right? Do something with your life, and then we can start to talk about getting you up here. But I don't get it. Like, these are still just normal humans. Like, for instance, the animal can't be like an exceptional animal. Balto can't deliver some penicillin to some sick children and become a level 8 animal. So I thought these were supposed to be fixed units. Like, the rock is a rock, the fire is fire, but Gandhi and Einstein have their own category for some reason. And
that's
some other
like,
choice
okay.
picks, I should add. But we don't have to talk about that.
I hate that I have to sit here, watch all this shit, and actually try to find patterns and try to explain it, even though I know this is all shit. Like, why am I watching? Why is this happening? Right? Obviously, I'm watching because of JonTron. Otherwise, I would never have clicked on it. Right? Anything this Sri rank or whatever. Because most of the things he said, like, okay, I can see some common things, but I've never seen anything wisdom. Look, first thing I like about this that there are many gurus, big gurus in India that basically pulls a big crowd. And I'm like, okay, fine, I guess, we are advancing a bit. Our whole psychology and our basically abilities more getting advanced and advanced, and we can see what's bullshit or not more and more. But there's still people who like going to be gullible. But I don't know why I feel good that even in America I can pull crowds. So I guess, we're not that bad. So there you go, people. Indians are in, head of the doctors, head of the tech industries, Google and everything, and also head of all this philosophy and shit. I guess he can pull crowd.
And
And by the way, it's appropriate that he won an award in Florida, apparently.
human can develop from 9 to 16 units of it.
Now, I can't help but feel deep in my gut that somewhere along the way you skipped out on some crucial.
By the way, did he just give different units to different gods? How the hell Indians are not pissed off? I guess that's Ram, I'm pretty sure. Hanuman and Krishna. I guess he just gave different unit to different god. Yeah, how are Indians not pissed off by this? I guess not enough people watch this video, I guess, I don't know.
Information. It's really important to know how 9 gets a 12, especially when the end result is this blue man. You're just gonna have to go over it. You're just gonna have to go over it.
That's a god.
What happened on 10 and 11 that you don't want me to know about? Shri Shri, please, I give you the floor.
No, when we die, we become more powerful in some way. We go between 9 and 10 units of life. This is strange but true.
This is strange. This is strange.
Spirit has become free and it has more access. No wall, no door.
Because in Indian mythology, I'm pretty sure there are like 84 rebirths you can have. But it's not all humans. Like you go through animals too. I guess that's what it is. 84, I'm pretty sure it is 84. So in that way, I guess saying I guess you leveled up when you get...
Nobody can stop them.
Yo, check this out. Look at this. Absolutely no way I'm getting through that. Completely solid. But watch this.
But if you die,
Man,
then
how
you
the
have
fuck you
access to the 9th and 10th units. You
Oh no. I think I should blur that out. Even though it's a joke, I don't know about, Man, John needs to know this is YouTube, man. He can go crazy with anything.
get more access.
So hold on a sec. You're telling me to get from the human 8 level to the 10 and above level, you just have to die? You just get it automatically by default? So wait, what is this implying? Does that mean the whole mass atrocity thing from earlier, that's just if you feel like it? Just a little stopover if you get bored? What the fuck is this trying to say? So I've honestly tried looking, but I just can't find what he's using as a foundational basis for any of this. Because I know some of these concepts are generally just baked into Vedic philosophy and Hinduism and stuff like that. But the way he's specifically laying it out here, let's just say it's definitely an original take.
No, this is
And
not in
then there is
Indian
one
mythology.
spirit which is one grade higher than the Pitrus, they are Kinnaras.
Yeah, you remember the last guy? This new guy got a vest. Looking snazzy.
Yeah, yes, it is in Indian mythology, but not this unit thing. I guess it's just giving numbers to anything, but I guess it's implied that if you get rebirth, you're supposed to be more better. I don't know if that's in Indian mythology, but it feels like it could be. And then there are angelic beings and whatever. So I guess it's level above. The Indian mythology is way too broad, right? Indian mythology is so vast it can make Warhammer lore small, right? Even most of Indian mythology scholars don't know it. That's how big it is.
Situation escalating much?
Kinnaras
That's
are
a
those
meme.
souls who are behind big social work or political setup and all of that.
Now that he just pulled it.
It's just like Obama. Now hold on, you said you had to be dead for this.
By the way, how the fuck he's loved in Florida when he's putting up Obama's picture there? When people Obama, I thought you were one of us.
Part. Shri, are you even trying? I mean, what the fuck? Obama's not okay, the other two are dead, fine, but I thought you had to die to progress past the last step. So we're just alive again? We're people again? Well, let me just check Obama didn't die earlier this day or something. No, yeah, he's alive. He's alive.
Yeah, Obama was fine, but come on. Putting between him same category as this feels like a big stretch, isn't it?
By the way, can I just point out, Gandhi, in case you didn't notice, has made another appearance here on level 11, which just serves to confuse me even more. This is strange, but true.
I don't want to pause too much, and yeah, obviously Gandhi was a really key figure and was a big name, was very important, right, for independence. But come on, putting him same as Einstein, Einstein was way too big of a figure. Einstein affected the scientific course of the future. We'll be advanced in 1,000 years, and foundation of that could be found what Einstein did. I mean, yeah, there's a thing if Einstein hadn't done it, somebody else would have or something like that. But still, come on, man. I mean, yeah, Gandhi was big, but I guess I don't know. To me, it feels like scientists like Isaac Newton, Einstein's really big. As in humanity, they are as big as can be. Because without them, like, we'll be nothing, right? 99.9% things that you can see around you probably came about some form of way because some people like Einstein.
And then comes Gandharvas. The Gandharva souls.
By the way, I don't know if you guys remember, but earlier in this very same video, 12 units was depicted by this very elaborately painted blue deity, and now for some reason it's just a chibi ghost with a guitar. I don't know if the graphic designer just like threw in the towel and quit halfway through making this video, but if they did, I can't say I'd blame him.
Gandharva spirit.
Yeah, also, gods are supposed to be in Indian mythology top of the top, especially those gods. Many gods, but those gods are big. The three gods he talked about, who gave, he gave different levels to them, and he's putting like someone like Obama, everybody like on top of like. How are Indian people after watching that is not pissed off? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Are behind every successful artist.
Jenny, all the stars are here.
It's true.
Bob Marley, Freddie Mercury, South Asian Walt Disney. I don't know, but trust me, it's all of them.
India's
Through
an
him
Indian
there is
singer,
a spirit called Gandharva.
I think. Yeah.
And Gandharvas bring you great fame. And they bring joy and happiness to the population. But they make the person very miserable.
Okay, good to know. When I was 16, I thought I wanted to be like the lead singer of a band or something, but dodge that bullet, I'll stay a street sweeper.
See, my
It's kind of true. Like, big names are kind of miserable for some reason. That's so weird thing. I mean, I guess he just knew about the psychology and he's using it here. But that is kind of true. Like, if you get really big, like someone like Elon Musk, even though he's happy, somewhat he's depressed. Like, that is a weird thing. Like, you can have everything, but something is still not enough. That's why it's best to have not on top, but close to top. That's the best thing you can hope for. If you're really on top, you'll never be happy. You'll never be content. You'll always be somewhat depressed. I don't know. That is kind of true. That's why most singers and people do drugs all the time, because there's something going on.
Michael Jackson, I think that he's brought joy to so many people, but in his personal life he's so miserable.
Great moves, unbelievable moves. Absolutely miserable. You ever seen him? He's just bending over amazingly, like a stop sign in a hurricane for 2 hours live.
He was
Hates his
kind of
own
like-
reflection. Had to rent out an entire supermarket
Yeah, he was kind of a miserable. He was like miserable. Like, that's why he did all the surgeries and thing, because he had identity issues and everything.
just to find out what the sensation of buying Frosted Flakes is like. Do not, under any circumstances, become inhabited by this level 13 ghost.
The only musicians who are happy is one who found a guru. They had a path. They are liberated.
You don't say! The only happy superstar is one who's found a guru. I think we may have located
Someone like me. So, call me. Big stars out there. I don't know, Dua Lipa and God knows what. Call me. I guess I can be your guru. We can make money together.
the impetus behind the whole power level chart after all. I'm seeing a lot of faces, a lot of people who really need guidance, but I'm feeling the ones in the 7-figure and up tax bracket. They're really needing my help. And don't worry, call me later. It's tax deductible.
Then from the Gandharva,
Only difference between him and people like gurus and televangelists is like televangelists are way too stupid and they're way too blatant. Anybody can see that. Like, only stupid people can follow them. People like this guru basically can, weave and, dodge and basically like can dupe a lot of people, let's just say, right? Like, because he's not blatant.
level is a Yaksha, another grade of soul spirits. Yaksha brings a lot of wealth. Very wealthy people are blessed by Yakshas.
Okay, now see, this is where you want to be at, right? You put in the work, you got your guru, you went from 12 to 13, now there's no problems. You're living at large. Yacht parties, beautiful women, sunshine, all the way down.
Yeah, I love how he put Mukesh Ambani as an Indian billionaire, even though there's another one, Adani, I think his name, who's like 4th billion or something after Elon Musk. But apparently he didn't use that. There you go.
Yes.
Here again, Yaksha can bring comfort, but they don't give the joy or happiness from the progeny. They are not satisfied with their own children.
Sorry, what was that? What was caveat on that one? Did you say cursed lineage? Okay, but if I can get past that, I do get to live in my own golden satellite, right?
Are their children's behavior, are their children's career, something to do with their progeny. They don't know happiness from the children, from the progeny.
Bro, we get it. How many times do you got to say it? Did a rich guy hurt you, Shri Shri? I feel like this is personal. This feels like some pent-up
Very
anger.
well could be.
We have all heard of eBay, yes? Well, I did it first. It was called Shreebay. They took it from me. So I'm just saying, okay, if the universe is conspiring to make their sons a little cube-headed, yeah, I'm not gonna stop them.
One more level, Devas. The Devas are also called gods and goddesses.
But he just went past the gods. There were 3 gods there. Like, what is it? Ram, Krishna, and Hanuman is not a god? I don't get this. Now he's coming to gods over there.
Deva means gods and goddesses. It is not the god, but gods and goddesses.
Demigod is one level above Jeff Bezos. Did he write this list? I don't know what I was hoping for, but I don't.
Demigod supposed to be... Isn't demigod supposed to be not full god, like half god, like, I don't know, kids of God or something like that? No, he's not talking about. In Indian mythology, there are gods, but there is the god, I guess, which you can say Brahman is, I guess, the universe. But then there are structural gods. After them, there are 3 gods, like the main gods, and they have their avatars, like the movie, I guess. That's the closest thing I think of as an avatar. And those are also gods, I don't know. They are not considered demigods.
I don't really think I'm surprised.
So the Yakshas, then Devas,
Then Albanians, then Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, Darkwing Duck, Gandhi,
Me.
and then Siddhas.
You've done it again. You skipped from 14 to 16. So what's 15? Look, call me crazy, but I happen to think it's kind of an important detail. How do you get from demigod to perfect god? You gotta put the step in there, man.
Siddha is the perfected human being who have gone deep in meditation. Siddha.
So he's talking about like people who basically are, who goes into meditation, like deep ass meditation, right, for years, live in something like in mountains like Himalayas or something. They are above level than gods. Where the fuck is he pulling all these things from?
Guru,
This is not
that
part of the
level.
mythology.
Wait a minute, so the top level is just a human being again? Now, I know these are considered like avatars within this tradition, they're like sacred, but still, they're just...
No, he's not even talking about that. He's not talking about like, how do you say it? Not avatars in that way, like prophets. He's not talking about prophets either. Now, don't even think about it. He's literally talking about any human, like you and me. There is a thing, like if you or me, anybody, any human basically can go to deep meditation and found this kind of an enlightenment, then we become that. So you and me can become that. That's what he's saying. If we can find this level of enlightenment through all this meditation. So he's not even talking about prophets here.
human beings in the flesh. So I'm just saying, we're mixing up our metaphysics pretty
Way
bad.
too much.
So there you have it. There is your list. He never came back to 15, by the way. He's never coming back, is he?
I guess. All right, wait a minute.
There you have it. There is your...
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I guess the list changed in between because when he talked about 3 gods, he was talking about 14 years, and I guess he went into detail. Is that what happened? Okay, then it kind of makes sense. All right, this list, I guess, based on Indian mythology, I don't know, it kind of makes sense. Rock, water, fire. Even though in Indian mythology, people argue like fire is so essential that it's above most things apart from God, but there you go, it's 3 units. Then I guess it's the wind, universe. Tree, I guess we are starting to get in life, animals, so let's say below humans because we are humans, we dominate the things. Then humans, and apparently geniuses who's Superman. Superman was not a genius. He was just better, that's it. Yeah. Then 10 units, we are starting to like ghost, angel, angelic beings, then gods, and somehow he just stuck in like gurus basically. See, I said like I'm in the top. I said that he's gonna say, and there you go. Right? Enlightened being, and I'm pretty sure he's talking about himself. So he's put himself above God. What the fuck are you talking about?
List. He never came back to 15, by the way. He's never coming back, is he? Strange, but true. Look, okay, frankly, level 15 is paid DLC, okay? But you're gonna love it. It's in the Vishnu Legends pack. It's got a great Siddhartha battle pass. It's a crossover thing. You're gonna like it.
All right, that was.
Thank you all so much again for your continuous support.
Oh god, this was way too good. Yeah, I've never heard of these guys. I don't know. I guess I don't stay in loop of the gurus. Maybe some Indian in the comment will correct me, like you got many things wrong and he's a big guy or something. I don't know. Look, yeah, this is a big thing. Like gurus, many gurus in India who pulls a crowd. I guess this makes sense in America why it's pulling so many people, because it's not like people believe him or anything. There was ASMR was such a big thing. Why? Because people are so fucking stressed by every modern things like noise pollution from cars and shit and everything. People literally needed soothing voice of anything just to calm down. So at this point, like even if people don't believe it, they like to hear all this because they can feel calm and enlightened. Just feeling is enough, even though they probably know this is all bullshit. So that's why he's pulling out. It's like, I don't know, advanced version of ASMR. I don't know. That's the best thing I can think of. Or maybe he's actually duping people even in America, which to me doesn't make sense. In India, there's like whole culture, whole society is viewed around this mythological culture. It's inside everybody, right? Since the birth, they hear about it constantly. It makes sense. Why would people believe him in America where that's not the case, right? I guess televangelist makes more sense because they're Christian based more. I don't know. Alright, well, that was Sri Ranker of the Universe by JonTron. So great video as always. If you like my subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time.